Good day. This is the Kennymotown show, and we're going to have several segments today. The first segment I think we're going to bring up is the hacking caper in England. Very early on in the case, or should I say cases, Rebecca Brooks now has been arrested, along with many others. Les Hinton, chief of the News Corp Dow Jones Group, resigned. Scotland Yard head commissioner Sir Paul Stevenson resigned. And this is a fast-moving story, and no doubt it's going to make its way across the pond right here in the United States. As of the indications that we are gathering at this time, several U.S. laws have been broken. Number one of those is the American company bribing a foreign official. Foreign Corrupt Practices Act is what this is all going to fall under, and will result in possibly congressional hearings. Scotland Yard is also closing in on CNN's Piers Morgan. Can you believe that? That he may have been condoning the hacking while he was editor of two tabloids in England, the News of the World and the Daily Mirror. Piers is denying allegations for now. Police have also arrested 9 so far, with 12 more expected to be arrested. In the wake of the mess, many in England are calling for new media rules. That's something that we need desperately here in the United States as well. And apparently Rupert Murdoch is set to appear this Tuesday. It's probably today when you're seeing this, or tomorrow. But from the Borowitz report, if you're familiar with Andy Borowitz, he has a pretty funny little segment that he does on the internet called the Borowitz Report. His headline is "Disgusted. Satan returns Murdoch's soul. The media titan loses his closest ally." Murdoch's soul has been purchased by Satan in Melbourne, Australia in 1951. Murdoch's soul has an estimated value of $9 US. Reached by phone, Satan said, "Rupert Murdoch has done my bidding for decades, but that relationship is now terminated. I want my money back." And we'll get back to you in a few moments. Alrighty, folks, welcome back. Got another little segment here. I would like to talk about the debt ceiling talks. I know this is getting boring and it's continuing on, but that's the process in Washington, D.C., which I'll touch on in a minute. It takes a while to move a ship. So this ship right now needs moving. What a bunch of political kabuki theater that's going on over there in Washington, D.C. The House Republicans, led by Eric Cantor, who has apparently been stabbing House Speaker John Boehner in the back, keeps chiming in and breaking any momentum in the talks. Well, he's doing that for a reason, because he supposedly represents the Tea Party people, but he does have some financial interests of his own, because if we default, he makes money, as I explained in our second show. For years, Republicans have been spending money on tax cuts for the wealthy. Yes, that's what I mean. You heard me right. Spending money on tax cuts, because that's revenue we're not getting. And by law, the Bush tax cuts were supposed to sunset last year, but the president, President Obama, knowing that unemployment during this depression that we're in was needed to be extended because jobs are not coming back. So he conceded that tax cut, and that is still in place, and that's costing us money. That's revenue we're not getting in, so the debt looks worse and worse and worse because the rich are getting away with it. Since March 1962, the debt ceiling has been raised 74 times, according to the Congressional Research Service. 10 of those times have happened since 2001. And guess when that happened? During Bush administration, except for last year. 17 during the Reagan administration. Come on, Tea Party people. Where was your outrage then? Revenue is the real issue, and we all know it. Until the country gets real about cutting spending on the Department of Defense and the war machine, we will all have to suffer. Cutting entitlements, or as they're called, austerity cuts, is absurd. They are called entitlements because someone earned them. Get real, folks. It's just another way the rich are trying to screw us. Social Security has not caused 1 cent of the national debt. In fact, Social Security has been rated to pay for wars and those goddamn tax cuts for the wealthy. Yeah, I said it. Okay, censor me. That's all right. It's my show. So anyway, currently we have to put up with this bullshit in Congress because Americans who have always needed instant gratification, especially in the last couple of decades, it's got to be instant. We got to have it now. Stayed at home and let a bunch of dimwit Fox viewers and religious bigots change the House of Representatives to Republican again after we worked so hard in 2008 to get it on the right track. And by saying instant gratification, that's exactly what I mean. You will not see instant gratification in Washington, D.C. It's a slow boat. It takes forever to change course. And how is Obama expected to change the course of this country that took 30 years to screw up? This isn't a video game. It's not American Idol. It's not the Housewives of New York or Atlanta, but it could very well end up the Housewives of Tent City. Thank you, and we'll bring you another episode shortly. I hope I didn't get too angry. Now for something different. Check this out.
Dum-dum, diddle-dum-dum. There was a turtle by the name of Bert, and Bert the turtle was very alert. When danger threatened him, he never got hurt. He knew just what to do. He ducked and covered, ducked and covered.
Now, you and I don't have shells to crawl into like Bert the turtle, so we have to cover up in our own way. Paul and Patty know this. No matter where they go or what they do, they always try to remember what to do if the atom bomb explodes right then. It's a bomb. Duck and cover. Sundays, holidays, vacation time, we must be ready every day, all the time, to do the right thing if the atomic bomb explodes. Duck and cover. That's the first thing to do. Duck and cover. First, you duck. And then you cover. You duck and cover tight. Duck and cover under the table. It's a bomb. Duck and cover.
He did what we all must learn to do.
You
And you,
And you.
and you, duck and cover.
Remember what to do, friends. Now tell me right out loud. What are you supposed to do when you see the flash?
Hello, this is Kennymotown's next door neighbor, the grumpy old man, but I had to take him off the screen here for a little bit and step in and let him calm down a little bit. He was getting a little carried away. But anyway, I got my helmet on. Well, you wonder why I got my helmet on? Because the doctor told me I keep falling down, I'm going to hurt myself. So I got a helmet on just in case I fall down again. But anyway, that Kennymotown, I gave him a chill pill, and he took off for a couple of minutes down the road here next door in my place. But I thought I'd jump in and throw my 2 bits in. Yeah, there was guys back there in Washington, D.C. They're trying to take away my Social Security and my Medicare. I'm getting a little bit upset about them even discussing it or even having it on the table. I paid my whole life for that Social Security and Medicare. I've been taking out of my paycheck when I was working. I just retired a few years ago, so I'm kind of enjoying the benefits I paid for, and it ain't cost this country a damn nickel. So when those Republicans and Democrats or whatever, those guys that represent the elites, they tell you there's got to be on the table, we got to cut that stuff, you know what? They're wrong. You don't got to cut that stuff. I already paid for that. It's entitled to me. I done paid for that stuff. So I'm going to bring old Kennymotown back here pretty shortly. I think he's calmed down a little bit, but he had me step in. Well, actually, I stepped in. I pulled him out and told him, I've been watching the show, and you was getting a little upset there. So hopefully the next couple of segments, Kennymotown, will be a little more funny. But that wasn't. No, it wasn't too funny what was going on. And I know he gets angry every once in a while. I told you, most of the time he got his head in the clouds. But yeah, he's doing his best to try to inform everybody, educate people that this show that's going on back there, that Kabuki Theater, by the politicians that is bought and paid for by the elite, are trying to screw you over again. I've seen it time and time again. I don't know what else to say except I'll bring Kennymotown back here shortly. Thanks for listening to me. Hopefully I won't fall down. I got my helmet on though in case I do. So I'll catch you later and enjoy the rest of the show. He's coming back here shortly with a couple more episodes.
Good evening, friends. This is Zimbaldo, and this message is sponsored by your corporate overlords. You, as citizens of the United States of America, need to be afraid because we can protect you. I will look into the future now, and I will tell you what your future behold. I see dark clouds. I see terrorist attacks. I see an organization called Planned Parenthood. Be very afraid of Planned Parenthood. What else do I see? I see gays getting married. Oh my! Gays in military. Oh my! Be very afraid. We can protect you from this. Just follow our lead. Elect who we tell you to elect. Everything will be okay. But the future looks bleak if you continue on this course of evil destruction. You must be afraid, coward. Coward, do not make up your own mind. Listen to Fox. Fox News will tell you the truth. Oh, be very, very afraid. Well, there are a few chosen ones out there that could possibly lead you from this future darkness. I shall reveal those to you at a future time. But for now, stay very, very afraid.